July 2014, Wizkid had an electrifying performance in New York. So ahead of his show in London, he came out to make a statement. Proper shows, proper venues. A statement which was harmless. But the fans looked at it and they were like, no, this is jabbing against Davido. No, Davido, come and see, no. Davido saw this and wasted no time with the clap back. Pull off my crowd before talking shit. See, this particular beef was electrifying to the fans. It was entertaining. Subtle jabs here and there, tweets, interviews, and the fans, don't get me started with the fans. The Wizkid FC, toxic. But the 30BG, Davido's fans also held their ground. We're like, hey, bringing us to 2017, where the amphibian was born. The most famous insult today. But then these two enemies did something that none of us could have ever thought or imagined. December 2017, they shared the stage to get... This was like unprecedented because, I mean, like, they just fought on... how? And the way these people performed, like, it marked a new era in Afrobeat history. The unification of the two gods in the industry. Or so we thought. 13th October 2019, Davido released an album called A Better Time, which shook the Nigerian music industry. Note, something happened a year later. 30th October 2020, Wizkid released one of the best albums of his career, Made in Lagos.
Self-preservation, self-elevation.
The fans began the beef again. Which album is the best amongst the two? Oh my goodness, it seems like this beef is never going to end, right? Well, at least we can handle only two people fighting, right? Fuck. 2018 was the year that Burna Boy came into the picture. Note, Burna Boy has always been in the picture, but he was insignificant. Very insignificant. Until that particular song gave Burna Boy that global recognition. Wizkid and Davido were like, oh, okay, Burna Boy, Burna Boy, I see. But he was beginning to align with Wizkid more. They collaborated on more songs like Ginger, so that fans began to see that, okay, Burna Boy is for Wizkid. Burna Boy did not step on Davido's toe. Well, until 2020, Burna Boy was in Ghana to chill and party. Fortunately or unfortunately, another person had the same idea. Davido. And guess what? They met at the same nightclub. A lot of dangerous stuff happened that night. The eyewitnesses say it was messy. Davido then left the club pissed with his entourage. And that is when he tweeted that famous tweet. I go leave this music for Una. This incident then cemented the idea that Davido and Burna Boy were enemies. Also, Burna Boy is the one fueling the Davido-Wizkid beef more because of his alignment with Wizkid. Burna Boy then went further with this Instagram post. You cannot play football. Everybody knows you cannot play football and you are an embarrassment to the team. But your daddy bought the football team. Insinuating that Davido's success in this music industry is because of his father's wealth. He did not say it or mention it directly, but everyone could tell. Davido then responded in the funniest way possible with a picture. This made Burna Boy angry and furious. But this also cemented Burna Boy as an active participant in this beef. But the main culprit of this beef was not Burna Boy, was not Davido, was not Wizkid. It was you, the fans. 2022 was the year that we could all say that the beef between these three people kind of died down a little because of the tragedy that happened to Davido. I don't want to mention it or say it, but we all know. Wizkid also postponed the release of his album, The More Laugh Less Ego, because of that. Honestly, I thought this particular incident could end the feud between Davido, Wizkid and Burna Boy, but I was mistaken. It only took 2 years for Wizkid to go on a rampage again against Davido and later release his album called Morai. Man, we are back to the Davido versus Wizkid versus Burna Boy beef again. As to whether this feud will ever end, I doubt it. There's a big three in the music industry, but deep down, everyone wants to be number one. Well, as long as there's that desire in the music industry, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is, buckle up.